back to my channel. I'm Kay. Today I'm starting a new project, and it has to do with a pond. It's not just a garden thing or a house thing. It is about, I got a couple of weeks ago main waters connected, or let's say I got a water meter installed and with a tap, just for the reason that last year's really hot summer and dry summer, when we had from August till about end of March, no rain at all, not a single drop. I mean, I think we got a drizzle one time, but nothing really that gave us water in the rainwater tanks for the house, for one example. And even, as you all know who followed me, the creek had dried up completely, plus our dams were only little puddles left. So after that experience, I made the inquiry to the water corporation here in Australia, or Western Australia, how much would it cost to get a water meter installed, because we got the pipe running past our block, and it's just a couple meters from our fence line, so there's nothing huge. And I always thought it would be very expensive to get a water meter installed, and I thought, well, after this drought, even if it cost me maybe $2,000 get it installed, so be it. It's at least a good safety backup and insurance. So I rang them, because we live in the country, they couldn't give me a definite answer how much it would cost. They just said, look, suburbia, Perth, or normal estates, you're looking at about $200 something to get a water meter installed. But because we don't know how far your pipe, or the pipe from the water corporation, how far it's away from your block, so it could be, they would have to give us a quote. So it took a couple of months to get the application through. Something in the system didn't work, internet application, it didn't want to go through. Then I sent it via email and nothing happened. So after a few months, just basically a month ago, I rang them and said, I sent the application in a couple of times and nothing has happened. And they must have known about the problem, so that was an issue. So the lovely lady I had on the phone, she just said, oh, not a problem, I'll put it in for you here on the phone. Put it in. Then I think it was almost a week and a half ago later, I got a quote, or an invoice, that told me after I paid the invoice, they will install the water meter. So, and I was extremely surprised. It was $208 to get the water meter installed. I thought first something must be wrong, or that there's a hidden fee they hadn't told me about. Anyway, I paid it. A week later, I got the water corporation guys showing up, asking me where exactly I want the water meter, and then another week later, got installed. I mean, it was amazingly quick, and a really good service from our water corporation, I have to admit. So yeah, $200 later, I got a water meter here. I would have known that when we bought the block, I would have got it straight away. But yeah, if you don't ask, you don't know. Sometimes you run into these experiences. As well, when we bought the block, we were really, sorry for that. We were very happy to be on rainwater. We wanted a bit more self-sufficient, and it works pretty good. But then when you have these really dry summers and your water tanks are not massive, so you can run sometimes into difficulties. And this was the second time in, I think we live in our 6 years here, the second time we had to cart water in, what is very expensive. And last year they increased the price, and went for 15,000 litre, it was $400. Of course, you have to pay the cartridge. I understand that they they have to buy diesel for their trucks and services and all this, but the Shire, what I got told, charges quite more for their service for a water standpipe. So, and then I calculated what it would cost at main water, and it was $29. I thought, yeah, forget it, we get the water meter. So now let me turn you on and show you what I'm up to. Okay, we're back. As you can see here, we got the water meter, and just there, about 2 minutes away, was the pipe. So they dug it in, put our water meter with the tap in, and the plan is now, I haven't started digging the trench along the driveway. That's the last stage I will do. I started digging the trench along the fence here, going up there, and then what will happen is, so that's what I did yesterday. Well, 2 hours or something it took me to dig the trench there, but I have to, and this is the short part, the only difficulties here is, see this tree, and let me zoom you in, see the roots there, fucking one root after another, what a pain. So yeah, after then go all along here, along the fence here, dig the trench along the fence, past the house, and then behind the bushes all there is about, I think, maybe 30 meters, 40 meters. Dig the trench along there, because I want the tap near the water tanks, so emergency I can fill them up. Plus I will hook them into the pipeline to the house. I mean, I could do it here, just run it across underneath, but why waste pipe here when I can do it there at where the tanks are and the pumps and all the pipe is going to the house anyway. And then yeah, connect it there, have a tap, so no emergency I just fill up the tanks. Plus what I will do is I'll use the water now from the mains for the coils, just to have more secure water, more clean water, and so on. Because that was in the last couple of years, I'm not unhappy with the water from our dams. I mean, yes, we have a high GH in there, it's about 26 something, and the KH is about, I think, depending on the time, somewhere 8, 9. I kind of live with that, and it's a good buffer for my pH. But it's just sometimes the water's quite dirty. Plus you have ducks and other animals and stuff, you know, in the dam water. So, and putting a proper bore in is way too expensive. I asked the question, and one of the experts said you're looking at about $15,000 just put a bore in, and then you don't even have the connection. You know, that it's not the pump included. It's just drilling the bore with the housing into the ground, and you know, so he advised me against it. So yeah, connect that in, and then you will all ask, probably there's chlorine in. I'm not going with big blues and dechlorination equipment. What I'll do is I'll have a separate small, probably 2,500 litre tank where the water goes in, and it gets basically sprayed in there, and then I let it degas so that the chlorine, by the time it goes into the pond, it will be non-existing. So that's the plan, and we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated as I go with my digging and putting the pipe in. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, we're back a day later, or 2 days, actually 2 days later. Yeah, so we dug the trench across the driveway here. Let it go a bit back. So we dug the trench here across the driveway towards the water meter. Quite a bit of work this morning, because it's all nicely compacted here on this part of the driveway. So as you can see, the pipe is exiting out there near the water meter, and then yeah, just across the driveway I started backfilling it in when I realized maybe thought just quick update how I'm going. So yeah, basically all the pipe is now in, so it goes along here. So pipe is in here. I was a little bit backfilling, so we go along all the way along here, and then yeah, up there. So this pipe is in, as you can see, and I just have to connect it now. And this is the reason why I'm backfilling on the driveway. So I just realized I forgot to apply one fitting to proper connect it. So I always have one thing. Probably forgot a couple other fittings when I connect later on the tank and the other parts, but to connect it to the water meter, yeah, I didn't get the right fitting, and yeah, so I have to backfill this here, go quick to town and get the right fitting. Okay, I'll come back to the next update when I install all the fittings and connect it to the tank. Okay, see you in a bit. We're back, and all the water pipe is connected and it's buried again. So it's all buried here. It goes up here to all these pipes. I mean, when you look at it, you'll think, oh God, what a nightmare. But half the pipes there, like these pipes here, I mean, this one here and that one there, they're from previous owners. They are the pipes that come from the dam water tank that's up on top of the hill. We never figured out why they put two pipes here. Even one of our reticulation experts here, and even he couldn't figure out why there are two pipes on it, and with all these fittings, but who knows. Anyway, those pipes here, they're all for our reticulation down here. This pipe here comes from our house water tanks, the rainwater tanks to the house. And the blue pipe you see here, that's now the main water. I split my T in. One goes to the other side of the shed. I want to use for reticulation of the lawn because of the high pressure on this main waters. I decided having proper lawn reticulation put in this time, or I put it in. That's my next job, digging the trench and put that all in the next couple of days. Yeah, and then you see this pipe that tees off. That is the pipe that goes and basically tees into our rainwater tanks over there for emergencies. Should we run out of rainwater during the summer, I can just show you. Forgive the hose here, I just dumped it here. So that tees in here. I'll just take the hose away. So the main water pipe here, that tees into the tanks. So if we run out of water, I just turn that ball valve open and then fill the tanks up. Or if the pump breaks, I just close the valves from the tanks and then run the main water to the house. You might want to ask why we're not completely gone to mains water. We like the rainwater, and we've got the pumps, the filtration, everything here, so we keep it that way, as well as all parts of the environment. Let's say we're saving that way water, and costly water gets purified by the water corporation here. So yeah, that is that part. And then you see this little tank here. It's a 2,500 litre tank. So what I did here Same way, I teed into the maintenance water here, put a timer on, and I decided for a hose because it's more flexible. For a couple of reasons. First, I can undo it quickly if something goes wrong, or I want to move the tank, or any dramas happen. I just can unhook this hose and work on it. And second reason, even I have plenty of this blue line left over, the fittings of this line, the fittings for it, they're horrendous expensive. So I would spend another probably $120 just on fittings to make that all really tied into there. And right now I spend enough money and I don't want to spend more. Maybe down the track I'll do it, but I don't think so. So yeah, I've got a timer on that one there, and then it hooks into the tank. And what I haven't done yet, because I wanted to show you, because everyone will just say, well, it's mains water, we've got chlorine in there. I'll just zoom a bit out. Yep, we have got chlorine in the water. I checked this morning with the water board to make sure it's chlorine and not chloramine, because there was a little remark on their website that they use on some pipelines chloramine, but they assured me that in our area here it's only chlorine. So that's why I put this tank in. I didn't, as I said before, I didn't want to go to the big blue. That's pretty hard to get here, and then make sure that it's not depleted, refill it all the time. So for me, this is the easier way. I spray this one here. I spray the water into the tank, fill it that way up. The spray will already get rid of maybe half of the chlorine that's coming out, because it's literally vaporizing in the tank, and then the water stands there for 24 hours and then can slowly degas. We don't have huge chlorine amounts in here, maybe only a couple times a year where they put a bit more in, but normally they're not extreme, so we don't smell the chlorine that like other locations have it. We don't really smell it here. So yeah, we'll spray it in here with this nozzle that comes on, gets rid of, I would say, half of the chlorine at least, and then it sits here for 24 hours, and then but what all you do is that the water then goes from this tank, but till now it always came from the dam water tank and into the pond. Now it comes from this tank, gravity fed into the pond in the morning. It's basically not only the top up, just the water change. So it runs for 10-15 minutes. I think the big pond has it for 50 minutes. The small one is 8 minutes, I think, or 10. Goes the water in and then flows out via under the water in, and then the pond, the old water then overflows into the garden or somewhere else. I have another idea for the main pond how to do it, but this later on. So yeah, and that should make my water pretty safe. And finally I get crystal clear water. That was always a bit drama. I'll show you later on when I change the water filter how dirty that water from the dams is, or when it's coming from to the pond. That's why I have filters in there, fine filters, that try to get most of it out. But yeah, that was one of the reasons why I wanted the main waters now for the main pond, or for the 2 ponds. Okay, so I'll come back to you later when I change the water filter. Okay, here you can see what I mean when they're spraying it in. So it literally gets sprayed into there, and it's, I would say, a lot of chlorine is already extracted. And you can smell the chlorine too. So yeah, how I'm doing it, and I hope that works. I test the water the next couple of days a few times to see if there's any chlorine in the water left. Okay. Okay, we're back, and this is the final clip about the water tank installation and the main water conversion for the ponds. So as all of you know who follow my channel, because of the dam water, I got these two filters here. It's just these pleated filter cartridges. It's just to get a lot of the muck out that's in the dam water I'm pumping up there. And I'll show you how this filter will look like. I think the last time I cleaned the first stage of that filter, I think it was, let me guess, 2 months ago. And that's when we started having cleaner water again from all the rain. But I'm pretty sure this filter will be disgusting. So, and that might explain to you why I changed over to the main water, because it's just got to a point where I thought, nah, this water is just too dirty. It worked for the fish very good. I have crystal clear pond water, so I'm not complaining about the crystal clear water, but it's just a bit more stable water supply is probably a bit better. And the mains water is much softer, so I'm going from I think I had about, I have to look in the book, I'm pretty sure it's between 24 and 26 GH, and an average it was 7 to 8 KH. I measured when we got the mains water, I measured the last time was the KH was about 4 to 5, and the GH was about 14. So it's much softer water now, and we'll see if that over long term how much effect it has on the koi's. So let me just put you on the little tripod and see if I can open it while you're watching. Okay, let's open this filter. And as all of you know, I don't do a trickle in, trickle out. I just do every morning. I get a good top up. It's about, I think about 500 litre for the big pond, and about, I think 150 to 200 litre for the small one. Alright. Let's have a look. This will be pretty disgusting. Normally what I do, I clean the filters. With these pleated filter cartridges you can clean them. So I bleach them, give them a good high pressure wash, but usually once a year I get new ones because they're not that expensive. So as you can see, this is all that muck, and this is 2 months. This is all that muck that has been filtered through this. So yeah, that's the reason, as you can see, while I went to the main water now. It's just too dirty.
How's it going?
Good.
Let me know. Are you recording?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, good, sweetheart. Oh, good. Let's give this a quick wash.
Alright, I'm making you a cup of tea now.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, we're back. Filter in. Now, the reason I keep this is it's installed, why waste it? on the table. And so yeah, any sediments and other, and the water corp starts cleaning our pipes, or they do any maintenance on the pipes. They can be sometimes pretty dirty, so that's why I like to keep them. No sense for me putting a charcoal filter in to get the chlorine out. Well, that's why I have the main tank. Another reason is that I'm doing this on gravity fed. I didn't want it on the main water supply, so I just have 2 stages here. Maybe if I find a charcoal filter a bit more loose and lets the water go through better, but this is one of these old ones that I used, and they're too dense, so the gravity feed doesn't work with them. That's why I gave up on these charcoal filters. Well, I'll give it probably another go and see if with the main spoiler that's much more cleaner, they will work. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, this is yeah, pretty disgusting, isn't it? I mean, the water, what I got told, is pretty fine. It's just a lot of muck. You pump it up through the pump into the damn tank, header tank, and yeah, there's a lot of shit going up there. So we're using it now only for reticulation. Okay, that's for me from this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, if you liked it, give me a thumb up, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you with the next one. Bye for now.